Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and I'm here with something a little bit unusual today. I am going to pose a question to you, and I want to know if you can help me answer this question, or if you know the answer to this question. And the question is this: can a psychic accurately draw your soulmate? Okay? This is what I want to know. And I've done some experimenting because you know me, I'm curious. I don't like to think of myself as a gullible person, but I like to stay open to possibilities. Now, I am no longer in a committed relationship, and it's been a while. I've been alone for a while, and I'm fine with that. And if someday I meet someone to share my life with, that would be wonderful. If I don't, that will be fine too. But something weird's been happening lately, and I keep getting on Facebook these ads for, oh, let this psychic draw your soulmate. And then they'll show a picture of a man and a woman, usually, and the woman or one of them is holding up a picture of the other one and saying, ooh, the psychic drew this. And then a month later, I met them. So I start thinking, well, okay, I'm going to go to the cynical part of me right now. And so part of me is thinking, oh, right, they stalked your Facebook page to see, what somebody looks like and drew them, or they said, hey, pose with me for your boyfriend, and then I'll draw a picture of your boyfriend and you get it for free. I mean, who knows? Okay, so those kinds of things are going to go through a lot of people's minds, the skeptics and the cynics, and I have those thoughts as well, But like I said, I like to be open to possibilities. So I did it. So and these things will cost you anywhere from, well, it starts out at like $20. And then, so for $20, let's say approximately, these people will draw your soulmate, right? But then they'll send you a thing. And for $20 more, don't you want to know all the details about your soulmate and how you meet? So now you're up to between $40 and $50. And then up comes the thing to like, okay, so you have your picture of your soulmate, but what if something's blocking you from meeting your soulmate? Don't you want to know what that block is and how you could fix it? Or I have a special spell for unblocking your heart chakra. Don't you want to know what that is? And so the price goes up and up and up, right? So then that screams red flag to me. Okay, that screams red flag. And then I think, okay, well, if these people really are doing this and they really have these services to offer, okay, they do need to charge for what they do. So I'm thinking, okay, I got to do it. I got to try this and see what happens. So, like I said, I've done 2 separate ones, and I'll show you the results, and they're very different. So again, that brings up another question. If there is a certain soulmate out there for me or for anyone, wouldn't both psychics pick up the same sort of information? Because mine didn't. And then there could be legit psychics, and there could be people who are just pretending. And so how do you know which from which? So, I mean, you can spend like literally hundreds and even thousands of dollars doing this, right? And I'm not going down that road, but I did too. So let me just show you what the results are, and then I just want to hear what you think about it. Okay, so the first one was, let's see, tinapsychic.com. Okay, and Tina is a psychic artist, right? And I am not, I'm not endorsing these people. I'm just telling you who they are. And if you want to check them out, that's up to you. I'll put the information in the description box. No one is paying me to do this. Trust me. All right. So Tina, on her thing, she asks your name, your birth date, your, I don't know if she asks the time you were born, but some just basic astrological stuff, and your age, of course, and your birth date. I already said that. And so then you wait a certain amount of time, and then if you pay the extra, first tier extra amount, you get your soulmate description in a reading. All right, so I did that much. So the first thing you get is this, the picture of your soulmate. Okay, so I'm going to show you this person. Oh, by the way, if you know this guy, send him my way. Anyway, so this is the picture of my soulmate, supposed to be, right? Okay, nice looking guy, right? Okay, so let's see. So I read the soulmate description, and it says things like, you know, signs to look for, when you might meet him. So this one says, now I ordered this, oh gosh, I don't even know when it was. I don't know if there's a date on here. It was several months ago anyway. I think maybe it was, it was November 29th. Okay, so of 2023. So, and today is May 24th. So it's been almost 6 months. All right. So it says, okay, so let me just give you the high points of this. So it says, that the person's going to be a Libra. There'll be a skillful mediator or lawyer. I'm just giving you the highlights. His spiritual journey is of great significance to him. He seeks a harmonic connection between physical and spiritual. He values health and well-being. Your paths are set to cross in approximately 5 months. Okay, well, it's been almost 6 months, and I'm thinking our paths haven't crossed yet. This fated meeting is likely to occur during a social event, perhaps a mutual birthday party or friends gathering. As this moment approaches, you might find recurring symbols in your dreams or your day-to-day life, such as a pair of balanced scales or a dove representing peace and harmony. Now, one time in the past 6 months after I got this, I looked out my window and there was a mourning dove sitting right there outside the window. I'd never seen that before, but honestly, of all the signs I'm supposed to see, that is really the only one I've seen. All right, and let's see. So then they do a tarot reading with Justice, the Two of Cups, and the Lovers, and so on and so forth. A sign to keep eye out for on your journey is recurring initials MT. Okay, it could appear in unexpected places, such as a license plate, and so on. All right, so I haven't seen that either. Okay, so that was the first one. This is by Psychic Tina. Now, or what did I say? Tina Psychic Artist, tinapsychic.com. All right, so now, second one. I'm not dissing Tina. I'm just saying it's been 6 months and nothing has happened yet. And I will be sure to let you know if I meet this gentleman because, yeah, I'll let you know. All right, so the second one. So now, just last week, I decided, okay, now I'm curious about this. I'm starting to think it's like, you know, hooey or whatever. And, but I still want to keep an open mind. So I got another one of many on my Facebook. And this one was Master Tom at drawing.soulmate@gmail.com. Okay, so, and I'm trying to see when I ordered that one. I don't know, it was like last week. All right, so, soulmate drawing, completely personalized, heartfelt guidance. Now, let me just say this, if this second drawing looked like the first drawing, if this new guy looked like this one, I would be convinced, honestly, right? So out of my curiosity, I did it again. I'm not planning to do this again, by the way, if you're wondering. So let's see. So the first thing I do, and of course I had to get the reading to go with it, right? And I think the total is $47. A waste, perhaps. We'll see. And let's see, let me find the soulmate drawing of this one. And I was actually really disappointed, not because there's anything wrong with the guy, but because he really doesn't look anything like the first one. Which I was... Okay, oh my goodness, where are you, soulmate drawing? Let me find it. Okay. Are you ready? Now, this is my soulmate drawing. Okay, fellas. How old does this guy look to you? I mean, I am 64 years old. Dude looks to be definitely not that old. And he also doesn't really look to me anything like the first guy. Does he to you? Yep, nope, not really. All right, so on this one, again, a reading about, okay, now this one, I have to say, does not give, okay, so the Psychic Tina one gave kind of really interesting and information that sounded like more helpful. This one was sort of generic, I will say, of the two for me. Astro reading and soulmate drawing, okay. It looks your astrological love profile, your relationship with your soulmate. As an experienced astrologer, I have delved deeply into the celestial realm to provide you with a comprehensive analysis of your romantic future. Okay, well, it's like, again, it's a social event. I see him across the room, our eyes lock, and I have to go over and talk to him, okay? You know, honestly, I don't go to that many social events, so, you know, I don't even know when this is supposed to happen, or, okay. And I'm not a hermit by any means, but I'm just not like, you know, I'm not exactly a social butterfly. Okay, so your astrological language of love and all this. So of the two, okay, so there he is, which, okay, whatever. Here's a powerful mantra to attract your soulmate into your life. And honestly, I haven't read that out loud. Main signs that you found your soulmate. Okay, so experience a powerful emotional connection highlighted by a deep level of intimacy and connection. Well, duh. I mean, that's obvious. An additional sign could be a shared set of values and goals. Okay, so this is not telling me anything I don't know. This is not telling me things to look out for. It's just general. Okay, so of the two, between Master Tom and Psychic Tina, or Tina Psychic, I'm going with Tina Psychic, actually, of the better value. But, of course, if I don't meet this person, then neither one is a good value, is it? Okay, so again, I'm going to leave the pictures of these two people here. And then I want to talk about something else. Okay, so, believe me, this is my experience with having my soulmate drawn. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. If this develops into anything, I will let you know, and I would totally endorse whichever one of these psychics is right. Okay, now, this brings me to the point about catfishing. Now, let me tell you something. I would say when I turned about 62, maybe 63, I started getting these things on Facebook, and they were like this. These men would try to friend me. These men that I'd never heard of or anything like that. Now, I'm not stupid, and I know there's people out there who try to dupe people who are gullible and lonely, and it really makes me angry that people are trying to get money out of lonely women or lonely men, as it might be. And really, this is horrible. To me, these are bad people, okay? I know a man whose brother was a recovering meth addict, and he was really trying to get his life online, and he met this woman online who was from a foreign country, and or maybe she wasn't, I don't know, but she presented herself that way. And so she talked to him for about 8 months, and you know, he felt like they had a real relationship going and all this. And then she started asking him for money. And this is a guy who doesn't have a lot of money. He's just getting his life together. He had a job, and he would be sending her money and money and money. And then it turns out that she's a scammer. She's a catfisher, whatever you call them. And so, you know, it's sad. It's so sad to me that there are people out there who take advantage of lonely people and try to get money out of them. That is cruel, and it is terrible. And I started getting, one week I got no less than six messages from these people, and I'm assuming they are all fake. This one called himself James Patrick, and he sent a picture of himself, and he, you know, he's a nice looking guy, and I thought, okay, this has got to be fake. And you know what? I'm going to really put it to the test. So this is what I did. So he sent me a message, something like, hi, how are you? How are you and your family? Or something like that. You know, something like fake innocent, right? And so I wrote back to him, and this is what I wrote. Hi, James, if that is indeed your name. You are the sixth mystery man to try to friend me this week, so I hope you'll understand my skepticism and will kindly answer a few questions before you engage in any personal conversations. First of all, why me? Of all the catfish in the sea, how did you and 5 other eligible widowers choose me to friend? And why would I trust you? You have provided no personal information and a total of 1 photo. And this was on his Facebook page. I said, how do I know that's even you? For all I know, you're some weirdo living in his mother's basement. Third, I'm not rich, so I will never send you money, and I am certainly not as stupid as I must look. Your answers will determine whether this conversation continues. Now, if this person was legit, they would either think like I was crazy and weird, or they would engage. Well, this is what James did. He answered me. He wrote, okay, and then he blocked me. Okay, so I thought that was pretty funny because, it was just as I suspected. And I really believe that these people are also putting fake pictures on there. And you can tell they're fake because if you look at their Facebook profile page, they have like 1 picture or 2 pictures. And they're either like with a grandchild, with a kid to make them look kid-friendly, or with a pet, which of course is supposed to be appealing to people. But they don't have any posts on their page. It's like these people aren't real. They're other people using other people's photos and just making up a fake person. And I'm assuming to get money out of poor, unsuspecting, lonely people. Well, I hope none of you who are watching this are involved in that, but please be aware that this is going on. And it's not just men who are doing this, it's women who are doing it as well, because I know men who have gotten the same type of things as well. Now, there's one other one that I answered that was very similar to this one, and it was a guy who called himself Mark Thompson. And if either of these people are real, you know what? I don't know. This is just the way you're coming off. So this person also was a widower, and I'm putting that in air quotes. He had nothing on his Facebook except for 1 picture, maybe 2, and no post. Again, another fake looking thing. And so he wrote, hello, how are you? And I didn't answer for several days. And then he wrote again, hi, are you there? Well, this time when he sent that, I was a little cheesed off about all these stupid things I'm getting. And I wrote, I'm here, Mark, trying to determine what you want. Are you catfishing? Because if you are, you're barking up the wrong tree. I don't have any money to send you, and I wouldn't if I did. I lived in Florida for 5 years, and it sucked, so that doesn't appeal to me either. Oh, yeah, he lived in Florida, supposedly. What's your game, Mark? Is that even your real name? Your profile with exactly 2 pictures and no information or posts is not very convincing. If you're trying to scam someone, you'll have to work a little harder. Okay, so I get it. Now, that was the cynical me coming out because you know what? And this is for me and all single people out there who maybe will someday find somebody. No one needs this. No one needs these dishonest people trying to play you or try to get money out of you. And I know this is going very far from divination, but you know what? It's a rant, and if you want to turn it off, feel free. I understand. But anyway, this is just a thing that's happening. And dating, oh God, dating apps. It's the same thing. You have all these foreign men who are supposed to be doctors, and they have good-looking pictures on there, and it's like, okay, let's see. You're a doctor. You're obviously well off. Why can't you find a person in your own country? I don't get it. Sometimes you have to wonder, are these people looking for green cards? Are they just wanting to, get a sugar mama or a sugar daddy? What's their deal? So I am so suspicious that I just probably, even if any of them are real, I'll probably just turn them off anyway. So it doesn't matter. If there is somebody out there for me, great. You'll accept me the way I am. If not, they won't, and it's all good. So anyway, friends, I just want to thank you for listening. If you stayed this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. All of my videos are not like this. In fact, most of them are about tarot and divination. But let me ask you this. Seriously, please leave a comment if you've had any experience with any of these soulmate drawing things. I would really like to find a viewer or a subscriber who has actually had good luck with this, because I'm super curious, and I'm going to leave that there. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's completely free for you. It helps me out a whole lot. So again, thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.